We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. But
how can I take this concept?
like, how cute is this? I don't know why I do this to myself. I have not even opened it. What if it doesn't fit? What if it doesn't look good? I don't even know if I have shoes to wear with it. On their phone, set that thing up. Search on TikTok the best settings. Clean off the lens so it's a little clean.
Hey, there we are. Good. His wife, they killed it. They killed it.
I would say that this is dope right off the bat. Like having that in the comments, I think it's and Matthew just called me and he said that Izzy has an ear infection and an eye infection. Great! But that's always going to be a focal point of my delivery and my content is that the Lord is the one who gives me strategy and directs my path. Because at the end of the day, the person that shows up wins. Your page. And I was looking at her channel and I said, let me go look at the first video that she posted 4 years ago. Shot that thing on her iPhone, nothing fancy, nothing whatever. But if she didn't do that, she wouldn't be where she is today. Shot in the summertime. You know what I mean? This is my guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Come on in, grab a snack, grab a fun little drink. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, wow, not me zooming in on myself. All right, a couple updates. Let me tell y'all what we doing. Here's what we're doing. First of all, I hope you guys have been good. I hope you guys have been blessed. So the last vlog that y'all would have seen, so right now, today is Friday, June, I don't even know. Let me open my laptop. June 27th. Oh, today's Friday, June 27th. So last week was the VU conference vlog, but I actually just posted that yesterday because I wanted to kind of get it up. So I think the last vlog y'all would have seen would have been, what was the weekend before? I don't know. It's fine. It don't matter. We're here now. But guys, I have some updates. I have some life updates. I have some things. But first of all, let me tell you what we're getting into. So this weekend vlog is going to be split into 2 videos. So the first video is going to be, the first vlog I should say, is going to be today and tomorrow. Today, we're not doing much. We're just getting prepped for tomorrow. So tomorrow, guys, I'm speaking at 2 events on social media. Now, I won't say that I've never spoken at an event for social media before, but in this new era that I'm in where I'm actually like pushing my social media and stuff, this is the first time that I'm speaking at an event, not to mention 2. The first event I got invited to by my sister-in-law is actually speaking, and she put my name, you know, in the people them ear. I'm talking about how to turn your content into cash, and I'm going to be talking about how I've made $20,000 plus dollars and $100,000 in GMV on TikTok in the past 3 months. So there's that. Then the second event I'm speaking at is for Beauty Unity. I spoke about this before. Sue and Rose have a beauty community. It's called Beauty and Unity. Search it up on Instagram. It's the Beauty Unity. They meet every month. So if you are a beauty entrepreneur or a beautypreneur, as Sue and Rose will call it, in South Florida, definitely search them up. They have events every month. Build community, learn, grow. So tomorrow they're having an event for the girlies. It's called Beauty and Bites. It's going to be dinner. It's going to be drinks. Super cutesy. And then I'm going to be speaking on content creation when it comes to the beauty space and like how to show up, like how to create content, like tips and tricks, things like that. So I'm really excited about that, and it's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a good one. Then I'm probably gonna end the vlog there tomorrow night. The next vlog that y'all will see, we are going to Disney. Cool Church, as you guys know, is my church and also the church that Matthew works for. They're doing a staff retreat, and they've so kindly invited the families along. So me and Izzy are the family, and we're going to Disney. So we're leaving on Sunday right after church, and we're coming back on Tuesday. So the next vlog will probably start Sunday morning and end on Tuesday. So a lot going on today. Oh, guys, I'll probably talk more about this later because I kind of want to just get into it. But I did get put on a PIP at my job. I know. We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it later. But so suffice to say, I have been stressed out. A lot going on top of, you know, school and all this stuff. Also, my Greek final is due on Tuesday. So I need to like finish up the lessons and finish that by Tuesday. I want to finish that like maybe Sunday when we go to Orlando, like Sunday night. I don't know, but I need to finish up the lessons for sure and then take the test. So today we are focusing in on finishing up Greek lessons and kind of running through my stuff for tomorrow, because I have different stuff I'm saying for each thing. I've already written out everything I want to say for beauty and unity. I need to write out what I want to say for the first event, content fusion, and then I need to like just practice. So that's gonna be what today's gonna be looking like. I also have some meetings and stuff, but that's what today's gonna be looking like. So I'll probably do a little voiceover for the rest of the day, maybe chat with y'all later. But yeah, lock in. It's gonna be a good one. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if I lose my job. I'm gonna need some money. So lock in on YouTube. Thank you. Bro, when it starts to get like raining outside, it gets cold in here.
Alright, so I'm back. Did a little update to the spacing. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit, but
Just a girl. Them boys called me just now. They said, you haven't gone live in 2 weeks. You need to get back on your Zoom. I'm just over here like I'm just drowning. I am drowning. Okay, so while my food's warming up, taking a little break, let me give you guys just got a little house tour. I'm gonna post half of that. I'll probably post a portion of that, but I'm starting a new series. By the time I post this, it won't be new, but there's a new series up on YouTube. It's called Matt Yaps, where Matt is gonna yap and he's gonna talk about the house and he's gonna talk about whatever he wants to talk about. So that whole portion of Matthew's yapping will be up on the Matt Yap vlog. Not vlog, but video. So let me give you guys an update. So basically, guys, they put me on a PIP at my job. So like mid-May, I had a conversation with my boss, and she was basically like, hey, like, I see you've been kind of slipping in particular areas. Like, I need you to basically like do better or you're gonna get put on a PIP. And I have never been threatened with a PIP before. The only reason I even know what a PIP is because of TikTok. Like, and as soon as I heard, because I haven't heard anything good about a PIP, so as soon as I heard it, I said, oh, okay, I need to get on my Zoom, because from everything I've heard on TikTok, it's basically like, once you get on a PIP, boy, you're gonna lose your job. I've never heard anything positive about a PIP, right? So I said, okay, cool. I acknowledge I may have been slipping in a couple areas. Do I think that it was worthy of getting threatened to be put on a PIP? No, but that's okay. I acknowledged it and I said, okay, I'm gonna lock in, because I really enjoyed my job. I really enjoyed the people I work with. I really enjoyed my check and my health insurance. So I said, okay, I'm gonna lock in, make sure I don't lose my job, and lock in I did. And she said that my whether or not I was gonna put on a PIP would be based on my performance in this new project that I was getting. So I was like, okay, cool, bet, like I got you. So I locked in, especially to that project. And I had a call with her last week, and we had our one-on-one, and we're talking through a whole bunch of stuff, all this stuff, whatever. Then literally the last minute of the meeting, she's like, oh, by the way, she asked me for an update on this particular project, and she was like, this project has just had a lot of confusion around it, but she basically was like, oh, why haven't you been leading the project meetings? Because my counterpart has been leading the meetings. And I said, oh, I didn't realize that's what we lead. She's like, oh yeah, we had a conversation about that last week. I didn't remember having that conversation. But I said, okay, no problem. Like, I'll start taking over the project from her. And then she's like, oh yeah, because of that, like, we're gonna put you on a PIP. Yeah. And I literally posted a video on TikTok, and I posted 2 videos. One was like, guys, my boss just put me on a PIP, what should I do? And then the other video was talking about how, like, I've been working so hard since the first time she threatened me with a PIP, and like, I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, and literally it was because, guys, the night before this happened, so Monday night of last week, I was home by myself, I think, or I don't know, I don't think Izzy was here, I don't remember, but I was literally crying because I was just so overwhelmed. And I was like, Lord, I don't know what to do. Do I stop creating content? Do I like quit like my masters, like take a break? Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm seriously overwhelmed. And then literally the next day, my boss puts me on a PIP. Like, to me, that's a very clear indication from God that, like, yeah, the thing that's gonna be remove from your life is this particular thing, right? And that's just my thought process. So that's what's going on now. So that was last week. Yesterday we actually walked through the PIP and everything that it entails. It is very hefty, which I did anticipate, because the people on TikTok, you know, they had said like that thing, because it's like for the PIP, not only are you supposed to do your job well, which you already aren't doing well according to them, right? Not only are you doing that, but they're giving extra work to do. So it's like, it was very hefty. So listen, we're gonna see what God does. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna walk and move in my job with integrity like I always have. But I am pretty like frustrated and pretty much like, okay, Lord, like, what do you have for me? Like, am I staying here? Am I leaving? Like, what's going on? And I'm just trusting God in that. By the way, guys, I am in love with my hair. Magical Touch, which y'all know is Rose, who does my hair all the time. I'm in love. Like, this is just, since I had the boho like a couple months ago, not the short boho, but like kind of the same style a couple months ago. I said, yeah, this is gonna be my like go-to style, because I love a good boho. I love it. But anyway, that's what's currently going on. So that has me a little bit stressed. I have my final this weekend, and then the event tomorrow, which I'm kind of working through right now. So it's kind of just a lot going on, but we're gonna get through it, and God's gonna get the glory. And I have some ideas, some thoughts about what's gonna happen, but I will share that with you guys when that comes around. And I think we're gonna go to Chili's tonight because Sue and Miss Sophia, which is Clinton's wife, want to go to Chili's. So I think we're gonna go to Chili's. So I'm excited about that. Some decompression from a long week. And yeah, Matt is doing his thing. Y'all know Matt's off on Fridays. So Fridays are like his day to really reset the house, do what he wants to do. He went to Burlington. He took himself on a date to Burlington. I just love that for him. He just be living life.
So just an update on the bar.
So finishing up some of my work, I'm making some progress. The real tea is that I literally have not even written what I'm writing for the first event tomorrow yet, and it's already 3 o'clock, and Matthew just went to go get Izzy to take her to the doctor, and I'm going to Chili's. I should have just stayed home, but I need to decompress. So what I'm gonna do right now, I have a meeting at 4. So my goal is, I have 2 packages here, one from Micah's, one from TikTok Shop. My goal is to shoot a little try on haul before Izzy gets home, which should be before this meeting at 4. And then after that meeting from like 4 to until I leave here for Chili's, I want to lock in on writing and practicing both of the stuff for tomorrow. And then when I get home from Chili's, I can lock back into Greek a little bit more. But that's kind of the goal. I especially need to open this package from Micah's because it has the outfit I'm supposed to be wearing tomorrow. And I'm literally leaving the house at like 9 a.m. tomorrow. I don't know why I do this to myself. I have not even opened it. What if it doesn't fit? What if it doesn't look good? I don't even know if I have shoes to wear with it. And I'm just now remembering I wanted to go to the mall to get shoes. You know what? It's gonna get better, guys. It's gonna get better. I just got an email from one job that I applied to so there was one place that I applied to. I applied to 3 different jobs at this one place. And they're all kind of not out of my comfort zone, but they're different than what I'm doing now, which is project management. So I got one denial, which was from one of the 3 positions. So I'm like, because I was like, kind of like, are they even reviewing applications? Sometimes you apply places and you actually never hear back from them. So I got one denial, but I'm actually kind of happy I got the denial because now I know at least that they're actually looking at applications. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I'm like, maybe I'll hear back on the other 2 soon. But yeah. So let's lock in, try the stuff on, be done with this by 4, and then meeting, finish up sending all my recap emails for the day, and then locking in for stuff for tomorrow. Prayerfully, Izzy's good when she gets home and is like not making a ruckus. I'm also getting a little tired. I didn't even finish my coffee this morning, so I'm gonna crack open one of these bad boys. I look forward to my Alani every single day. It's also because it's actually like a little cloudy outside. It's not the most sunny day ever, so that's also why I'm a little tired. Let's crack this bad boy open. Oh, this is my favorite flavor, the red slush flavor. Red slush. It's cherry slush. Cherry slush is my favorite flavor. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Let's do a little Micah's try on haul, shall we? I think that this is so cute, and honestly it's so hard to find stuff that actually like fits me and fits me well. I don't know if I like this one too much. The arms are kind of tight, and I don't know if I really like these buttons, and it was kind of hard to button up. Shirt is perfect. It's oversized at the top, a little cinched in here, which I really like. The shorts are super cute, but they're just fitting me, so I could afford to go up a size. Listen, I'm sorry if you're a jort hater or these kinds of shorts hater, but I think that I love them. Like, how cute is this? I do think this is a large. I think I could have gone with extra large just because it's not as like slouchy and cool girl as it was supposed to be. I low-key think I might go with that other outfit for tomorrow, but what do you guys think? Should I get like a larger size or just keep it? I think it's super cute. I just think this dress absolutely screams summer. So cutesy, so girly, so airy. Like, I love it. Y'all, we just got this huge package from the TikTok shop. Let's see what's inside. Make sure to go and grab these. You're not going to regret it. Everyone always needs a cute accessory, a cute belt. Why is this jean skirt actually super cute? My meeting ended up starting and it went like 15 minutes over, so I've been on a call for like 45 minutes. I've pretty much lost the sun, but I'm going to do what I can before Izzy gets home, and then we're going to lock in. So right now it's 5. Basically hopefully I'll be done with this by 5. I basically have 2 hours to work on stuff for tomorrow, and I am getting a headache, kind of, which I hate for me, but it's fine. The good thing is that I basically finished up all of the work, like the actual work that I needed to do while I was on that call. I only have like 1 or 2 more things, so yeah. It's the weekend, kind of, basically, yeah. I feel like you're always gonna need like just a good little vest in your wardrobe to switch it up. You can wear it with slacks, you can wear it with jeans if you want to dress it up or dress it down. And I think that this vest is super. This shirt in 3 different colors, this color and this color and this color. Active Christian shirts in that I absolutely love. The front says Jesus loves you, and you can see what it says on the back. Loving God. Living proof of a loving God. I absolutely love these. It's such a great way to just share your faith as you're walking around. Don't even need to talk. If people see your shirt, they know what you're about, that you're about Jesus. Absolutely love these. Make sure to go grab them. Okay, it's 5:13, finally done. I'm definitely feeling very tired. And Matthew just called me and he said that Izzy has an ear infection and an eye infection. Great! Great! All right, y'all. It's literally 7 o'clock. I was supposed to be already at the Chili's by now, but I was locking into Jaleese trying to get everything written down for the thing tomorrow. I was working with ChatGPT. I was like saying it and it was like putting it into a like transcript for me. So now I'm about to go take a really quick shower and then head out the door. Izzy's going to her grandma's tonight, so I just packed her bag. Matthew's cleaning up the kitchen. I'm gonna say hi. You say hi. You say hi. She's in a really great mood, honestly. She did have a bunch of crud in her eye, but other than that, so let's go shower and head out the door. Guys, I'm so sorry that I forgot y'all here. I was in a rush. I was rushing because I got there like 30 minutes late. I pulled up at the same time as Sophia pulled up, and then Sue got there like 20 minutes afterwards. So, as per usual, rushing for no reason, but we had a really good time. We made a little TikTok. I'll put that here. And we were just yapping, parking lot ministry. It's literally 1 o'clock in the morning. I just got home. I brought Matthew some food. So I'm honestly just gonna head to bed because I need to get up early tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a good day. And yeah, Izzy went to her grandma's. She's doing good. And yeah, I think that's it. So I will call you back in the morning. Kiara's gonna be here at 8 to do my makeup. I want to try to get up maybe like 6:37 so I can run through the stuff a little bit that I'm gonna be saying. And honestly, it really is just knowledge. I just want to make sure I have like the outline down so I'm not just like running on too much. But yeah, let's do it. Good night, guys. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday. Kiara's here. Me and Matthew actually literally just woke up. Well, Matthew's still sleeping. You know, you gotta take advantage when you don't have a kid and they let you sleep in. She's at her grandma's. So, Kiara's about to start my makeup. It's 8:17 now. Kiara's about to start my makeup. I think we want to try to leave her by 10. So, we're making good time. Yeah. And yeah, we about to get the day started. Wish me luck, guys. I look like a bald cat without any lashes on. We had a little accident, guys. Matthew's painting that he put up, it fell and it knocked all of the wine and everything over. So now we're running late because we had to clean that up. You can see it does look different. But anyway, here's the outfit. Let me show you guys. I don't have my shoes on yet, but that's the fit, and I'll see y'all over there. I love that bowl. Here's my outfit, guys. This outfit really came together. Shout out to Matt and Kiara for putting it together for me. So this necklace is from TikTok Shop. I think it's so funny. My whole outfit is TikTok Shop, and I'm going to a panel talking about TikTok Shop. This necklace is from TikTok Shop. So is this bracelet. So is this vest. So is the belt, funny enough. And so are the slacks. So yeah, that's the outfit. And then I got an outfit change later. I'm wearing that later.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
So, talk about the journey from when you started to where you at now. And then, is this something that you've written down in like your dream journal or your vision board or whatever the case is? Like, what got you to this point? And yeah.
I mean, for me particularly, I don't really have like a dream journal or a vision board or anything like that. I kind of just go with where the Lord is wanting to take me in that particular season. At the beginning of the year, this year, the Lord told me to get consistent with content creation. He told me to pivot my business from being photography and videography to being content coaching and strategy. And then when he told me to get consistent with my content creation, he said it was because you have to be able to show proof of concept. You can't be content coaching and giving people content strategy and you're not putting out content and showing like what this can do for somebody. So that's what I did, and now we're here. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, doing great on TikTok. So now we're on the way to a panel. This first panel I'm doing today, well, not panel, but the first event that I'm speaking at today, I'm speaking specifically on TikTok Shop because the event in and of itself is centered around making money from your content. So I'm specifically talking about TikTok Shop. The second event today, I'm talking about simplifying your content and your content creation strategy specifically for beauty entrepreneurs, because I've been helping Sue and Rose with their content for a little while now. So I'm going to be talking to a host of women in the beauty industry about how they can simplify their content, make their content better, all of those great things. I don't know if this particularly is something that I've wanted or prayed for, but I've always wanted and prayed for influence, and I've always known I have a gift of communication, so I'm glad to be able to use it in this way. And I'm really excited about today and, you know, having the opportunity to do this, especially 2 in 1 day. You know, it's kind of a lot, but I'm excited about it, and I hope that, you know, somebody gains at least one thing from anything that I have to say, and I hope that it helps them in their content creation journey. And most of all, I pray that, you know, people see Jesus through me and I'm able to be a light in that area, because I don't know, for both events, neither of them are particularly Christian centered, so I don't know like what the room is going to be like, but that's always going to be a focal point of my delivery and my content, is that the Lord is the one who gives me strategy and directs my path. So I hope that somebody gets something out of that. Your turn. Me. What's the question again? What are we? I'm sorry. You know when you're on a panel and then somebody answers and then the other person's like, what was the question?
What? Talking about going to this event, having this experience here, and just talking about, I guess, vibes overall, how I'm feeling. this honestly is not something I've ever had on a vision board for myself. I've never said like, hey, I want to be in spaces to talk, communicate to people, you know, to teach them about certain things when it comes to their brandings or just teaching about themselves. But I've always had it in my heart that if I met someone that was in a space where they're like, hey, I need help with these type of things, I'm trying to get my stuff together for my brand, I've always been open and willing to do so. So I feel like in this season that I'm in, I feel like God's kind of pushing me in space to be like, hey, stop hiding, stop being shy, stop trying to, you know, turn away from things. You have a voice, you have something that people need, and I'm putting you in the spaces to share that. So this year I feel like has definitely pushed me a lot in that direction, even though, just being honest, I feel like I do still shy away from it. But sometimes some things come up and I'm just like, hey, I feel like this is kind of that direction you're pushing me towards. So I'm happy that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm able to share the information I will in this space, and I'm looking forward to what will come back from it.
So yeah, I'm here. I'm the driver.
Yeah.
So they can hear me. I am the driver.
Yeah.
I am the vlogger for today. Yeah, I am their cameraman. I honestly forgot that my sister was speaking. Low key, I didn't forget.
He thought you were speaking at Sue and
No, I
Rose's
didn't.
event.
I didn't know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
I said I thought Sue's event was this morning and this was at night.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. But now I'm gonna talk about the stuff that they didn't really specify. All right, y'all get to see what they doing now. All right, but back then, and this is, I mean, I gotta do my own channel because I can't be holding this camera like this.
It's the Matt Yaps.
All right. Yeah. It's a emotional story, but it's joyful too, because I actually got to witness at hand both of them from the start of, you know, of what it looks like to actually, you know, speak on being an influencer or speak on being a, you know, a strategist or how to be a project manager. And what's so funny is they both work in the same similar field, but in different ways. And what's so funny is that what got them here was from something that was very small, which is funny to me, and now it's just grown into something big. You know what I'm saying? And both of their areas involve you having to look at something. And what's so funny is this thing that they started with was something that you had to look at. My sister was really big into photography and art, okay? Ariel was very big into videos and photography. And then because those things were needed in different areas, it then led them to being into those different areas as well too. So yeah, that's the stuff that they did not talk about. But I'm gonna be here to talk about it and say I am a witness to their journey. So I'm very glad and happy that I get to be here today. Excuse me.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna call y'all back when we get there, and Matthew's gonna have the camera for the rest of the time. So he's gonna be the cameraman. Shout out to Matt.
The whole font and all that.
Yeah, because I used to work at an apartment complex in Coconut Creek, and he lived there.
How are you? Hey, Mom.
How can I take this concept to this era? You know, so there's been a lot of innovation.
We're gonna get copyrighted for this. Huh? We're gonna get copyrighted on YouTube.
Okay, so we'll take this. What's up, Dad?
What up, gang?
What up, Dad?
What up, gang?
Next we have Denise. Please give it up for Denise. We have
I own a company called AE Media. I do like content strategy and like content creation, all of those great things, and I am a lifestyle content creator. It's Saturday. My name is Denise. I'm the branding strategist at my company, Violet Creative Studio. We're a website design agency. So for me, I always had a love for like social media and all that stuff. Like back before it was even called content creation, right? Middle school, high school, all of that stuff. And then a couple of years ago, I started serving on like the social media team at my church, and people started asking me, "Oh, come on, ministry, all right." And people started asking me to do stuff for them outside of church. So then my boyfriend at the time, now husband Matt, was like, "Okay, well, you need to do a business because people ask you to do stuff. Period. Okay." So that's where AE Media came into play. So I was always kind of creating content for myself, but doing stuff for other people. And then at the beginning of this year, because I had a baby last year, so I really slowed down on like creating like, on my business side of things. And at the beginning of this year, the Lord told me, reimagine AE
Heavy on the
Media,
Lord.
turn it into content strategy, content development, show people how easy and simple it is to create content. And then he told me, but you have to put into place what you're teaching people. You have to be the proof. So you need to start getting consistent. So after about 2 or 3 weeks, I was posting on social media and I said, wow, I've been posting every day. So I just need to continue doing this. So for the last 6-7 months since January 1st, I've been posting every day on social media, on Instagram and TikTok, and I've really seen the growth and the proof in the pudding. So now I can implement that with my clients and those that are coming to me for help.
content creators. Do you think it's important for them to niche down, like to find something that they're great at and just focus on creating that type of content, or do you think it should be a matter of trial and error and trying anything and whatever sticks, that's what they should go with?
For sure. I think first and foremost, look to God for your strategy, for your content. You know, when you're creating content, you have to figure out, like he was saying, your why. Why are you creating content? What's the audience that you're trying to speak to, right? And then use that as your guardrails to create your content. The Lord might not be telling you every single content idea, but when you have those guardrails, this is the audience I'm trying to reach. This is the picture that I'm trying to show them of my life, then you know what type of content that you want to create. When it comes to niching, I always say this. If you are the expert in your field, niching is always going to be a way to build an audience very quickly around that particular thing. If you are the expert. But if you know that you have multiple different things to offer, I personally don't recommend niching down, especially not at the beginning. Because what you don't want to do is put yourself in a box, and then when you don't got nothing else coming out of that box, it's like, okay, what do I do? For example, for myself, when I first started in January, like really getting serious, I said, okay, well, I know a lot about content creation. I have a business, I can make content around that, but I also have a daughter. I can make mom content, I can make life content, but I don't want that to be the whole of my page. You know, there are mom creators and that's great, there's wife creators and that's great, but I don't want that to be everything. I work in project management, I can talk about that. I'm in ministry, I can talk about that. There's so many different lanes that I can talk about. So I said, you know what, Lord, I think that, well, not I think that, but the Lord told me that the reason why I'm making my content, the why behind my content, is to show other people what the real life of a Christian woman walking with God looks like. And not just being a Christian influencer, but being an influencer that happens to be Christian. So not all of my content is centered around Jesus, which is fine. If that's what the Lord told you to do, that's completely fine. But that's not what my content is centered around. I might post a funny video of my friends, somebody follow me, next thing you know, a video of me talking about Jesus show up on their page. Where'd that come from? You know what I mean? So that was the lane that the Lord told me to go down. So I particularly don't niche down, and maybe I will in the future, and maybe I'll just talk about this or talk about that, but really see God in that. And if you are the expert, then for sure, and if that's the type of audience that you want to draw to your page, then for sure. But if you're not, and if you think that that would be boxing you in, then I would suggest it.
So good.
So good.
You better talk about
As far as niche too as well, the term niche, like everybody think like the traditional way to think of niche is like this is what you're doing. Or for me, honestly, what I would tell everybody, yes, it's important to understand and know your niche, but with that, you're going to create with niche. Let it come from a consistent era. Like niche is going to create consistency. Once you find your niche, you're going to create consistency. Not even that, your confidence. So when you want to step into a different avenue, such as parenthood or sports, whatever the case may be, you're like, okay, cool. Let me go back to square one, where my niche was, so I continue to develop this new brand or this new entity within my brand. So niche, I love the term niche because people have like a bad approach.
It's funny you asked that question. I was just talking to some ladies earlier about the same thing. And I was saying that it's actually good to be in a space trying to niche yourself down, because like when you're in certain spaces, same thing like everyone else is saying, you can kind of create yourself to be that subject matter expert in there. Like it's good because let's say if you're in a certain industry, and I'm just gonna use the beauty because it's pretty well thought out, pretty well thought out. A lot of people are looking for people that might specialize in, okay, you know how to do hair, you know how to do this, you know how to kind of explain yourself in certain spaces. So sometimes specializing in something, like same thing, as long as you're comfortable with it, you feel like that's where your heart's at. Specializing in something sometimes can give you more money because people know that you understand that industry.
That's right.
You know what people,
That's
you're
good.
that girl, you know what they need. And I even expressed saying, I think I'm going through that certain season myself. Like starting out doing what I was doing with website designing, I took everybody. I was like, hey, everybody need it, I'm here, bro. But then now this recent past year, I started revisiting that and realizing I'm working with everyone. I know a little bit of a lot of things. Let me try to find a space that I feel comfortable with. You know, I have data now, I work with a lot of people. With the information I have now, who I feel more comfortable working with. Not to say, oh, I'm working with this group and not working with anyone else, but now it's like, okay, I know what that group of people needs, where I can cater to them more, get more expertise. If I notice something they might lack in, I'll say, hey, I've worked with people in these spaces and this has worked for them. So sometimes finding a niche in that space can help you in that area, especially, you know, in content space where more companies will reach out to you there.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a space to grow quickly, TikTok is gonna be that place for you. I'll just lay it out very easily like that. TikTok is a very simple way to be able to put stuff in front of people's faces, for them to be able to find you, for them to be able to follow you, and for you to be able to grow quickly. I would say for me, there's this trend going around on TikTok right now where people are like, oh, we're post 5 to 10 to 20 times a day, right? And for a lot of people that's not feasible, but the reason and how they're doing it is they're kind of doing more like of a live vlogging style, less curated, more, here's what I'm doing in the moment, I'm a content fusion, edit, post. And that's how you're posting 5, 6, 7 times a day. I did that last week, I got over 500,000 views on like 18, 20 videos, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so it does work, because then it's, you guys, and y'all know that y'all content creators in the room, y'all know it's always the stuff that takes 2 seconds to edit and you post that goes viral, and then the stuff that you take 2 hours to edit that gets 300 views. So I would say, just think about what your strategy wants to be, but that's like something that I've been trying, and have fun with your content, try something different, because I've been doing the very curated, day in the live, edits, cute pop-ups and all that stuff, and I said, I just want to try something different, and it works. And also, like, that particular type of posting, I feel like allows my audience to see my personality a little bit better, because it's less curated, more in the moment, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm laughing at, post. So just trying new things.
As far as a strategy, as far as growth, I'm very big on making sure that you have people getting. Because I feel like there's a lot of times you can do a lot, you can do a lot yourself, but so far, but sometimes you need to tap into other people to find insights. Like even recently, this past couple months, I recently started tapping into other creators that are in a similar space of field that I'm in, and the stuff that they've been giving me for advice to be like, hey, you know, engage more with your comments, maybe you edit your videos like this, make sure the reels have a pretty design cover, and simple stuff like that I wasn't applying myself, but being in spaces where there was other people to kind of mentor me or give me that advice to say, you know, use these strategies or take these steps here or no. So I would definitely say just make sure getting into a community, finding people that you can work with.
Yeah.
Currently, more than just like having a bunch of followers, which I know in time that could happen. But I really love my community. I love the DMs that I get. I love the girls that, okay, see, I like that outfit, or you know, all the little things. And I find myself, even some of the big followers that I find, my engagement is bigger than theirs. Because sometimes they're a little bit too salesy, or they become an influencer for like, they can tell they're just trying to make money. And
As long as you understood that you put it out for somebody to have an opinion, then that's move to me.
The platform is watching how you interact with everybody, and the platform is not going to push out your stuff if you are not using the platform to its maximum potential. If you're not posting stories, posting on your posting on your platform, but also engaging, liking, commenting, sharing. I know y'all be seeing that people on TikTok is like, comment, but they drive engagement for their posts, but what they're saying is not wrong. Because I have seen it myself where there is times where I'm really locked in on TikTok, I'm scrolling, I'm commenting, and not just saying haha, but really engaging with the content that you're consuming. Because if you're consuming, you might as well engage, right? Because we're all gonna consume. Engaging, and I've seen that has helped my page as well grow. And I've seen when there are weeks where I'm busy, I'm just not on it, just go on and post and leave, and that's when it's not as fruitful on my page.
Pure content, pure quality. Like if you focus on that, ain't nobody gonna tell you how you're supposed to do your thing.
Your niche is very cinematic, very much and that's what people expect out of you, right? But what you think, because guys, the issue is with us as content creators. We're creating art, and we're very critical of our art.
Come
and
on.
Half of us think that our stuff is not quality, but maybe there's stuff that's way worse. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
And that's kind of something I had to get out of my head about. Is like we use the word quality, but the question is what is quality? You know what I mean? And I think that you only know truly. You have to analyze your work. You have to see where you want to go, where you are, and then look at it like, okay, what is quality? Because the issue is that is what's going to stop us from even putting anything out in the first place. Overanalyze, not to you, I'm saying personally, but don't overanalyze.
Yeah.
But when you're doing it, put out there, because as you continue to put stuff out, because your stuff now doesn't look like your stuff 8 years ago, right? So as you continue to put stuff out, you're going to continue to get better. Your quality is going to get better. Your work is going to get better. Then you're going to start to be able to get into that niche, like he was talking about. You're like, okay, I want to be known for this. I want to be known for this type of cinematic work. I want to be known for this type of get ready with me. I want to be known for this. And then you continue to flow into that. Because what you look like today is not what you're going to look like in 8 years, but you're not going to look like what you look like in 8 years if you don't start today. You know what I mean? So I would say start now, start putting the stuff out, start figuring out, okay, what do I want this to look like, and then continue to get better and grow from there. And I think consistency is better than quantity, but do not let what you think might not be quality stop you from putting stuff out. Because that's what's really, I have so many friends that tell me all the time that they want to be content creators, they want to do this, they want to do that. Set up the camera.
That's right.
And if you don't have to do I mean, so serious, we are overcomplicating it in our head because we want to look like this person, we want to look like this person, and we're not going to look like, what's that girl's name? Monet Michael. Everybody want to look like Monet. I just started my YouTube channel, so I was looking for inspiration. So I went on her page, and I was looking at her channel, and I said, let me go look at the first video that she posted 4 years ago. Shot that thing on her iPhone, nothing fancy, nothing whatever, but if she didn't do that, she wouldn't be where she is today, child. She in the summer, for instance, you know what I mean? So you really have to start where you are, start with what you're using. You do not have to have a DJI. Everybody has a camera on their phone, set that thing up, search on TikTok the best settings, clean off the lens so it's a little clean, you know what I'm saying? watch a little tutorial on TikTok on how to edit and just start. If you do not start, you won't grow. And do whatever, I'll keep going back to this, do whatever God is telling you to do. And that's what your consistency is going to be. God told me post every single day. But he knew that my capacity could handle posting every single day. But that might not be what God's telling you. For you, posting once a week might be a stretch, but you know that God's putting that on your heart to do. You know what I'm saying? So start, and then you're going to get to the nice crispy glass. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep putting up.
I beat that set.
For sure, exactly.
On the board, same thing with consistency. Because a lot of times you don't realize you can't really make decisions if you don't have data. You don't have any information. You don't really have a starting point of something to start with.
Yep.
So if you're overthinking it, you're putting too much in your head and worrying about how this is look. You're not even sure if what you're going to post, people are going to like it. So that's why it kind of just goes into the nature of just post something, just do something, say something. Whatever's on your heart to put it out, just put it out. And eventually, especially if you're into content where you're saying, hey, give me some feedback. What's a YouTube, what's the subject?
Hi. My question is, what has been a challenge for you as a content creator in Miami? And how did you overcome that? Because I know the content creator community is different here. It's different here than it is in like New York or LA. So what has been something that you've had to face and overcome being in Miami as a content creator?
To plug real quick, I'm a part of a creator community down here in Miami. Shout out to Trevia, my girl over there. We're part of a community. So if you are a content creator and you want a community, they share. I'll share with you guys after. Just come see me. I'll send you the ad. It's like with $5, $15 a month or something like that. They do events, but also they share opportunities in there. The girls send their reels, and other girls give feedback. You know, there's a whole bunch of opportunity in Miami, especially during the summertime. I didn't realize how lit it was with brand events and stuff in the summertime. There's something happening every weekend.
Say it again. Social media is not a real place.
Thank you.
Okay?
It's a real.
It's very beautiful on social media. The content is very curated to make everything look great. When you're there in real life, you see what's going on, and maybe a lot of those things don't get documented. So you have to own who you are, like I said, and create a space that you want your people to see. So I'm really big on like, be who you are and show that. You don't gotta show every little thing, right? I'm not gonna show every little part of my day, but I want it to be realistic. And yeah, social media is not a real place.
I know that was yeah, it was. I'm like, okay, 10 years, I'm still worried about tomorrow.
That's real.
Are there things that you want to do, like next? Let's do 5.
So, in the content creation space more specifically. In the content creation space?
I do feel like it's important to collaborate because you never know that a certain person that you might engage with would have the type of audience that you've been trying to reach. Like I feel like sometimes you might already have a community, you might have certain things going, but let's say you're in a season, you're like, I'm looking to pivot, I'm trying to get into the space of things. You might be able to find someone or connect with someone that's in that space. And if you're doing it in a mentorship space, hey, you're talking, communicating, building that space. Or if you guys are actually collaborating, making content, tagging each other in things, or like making some type of strategy to be like, hey, you know, I can put you onto my community, you put me onto yours, however you guys like figure it out. But I feel like tapping in with other people and collaborating them opens up that door so that you're not boxed into what you know. Because the truth is, we don't know everything. That's kind of why we go to school, that's why we have communities, that's why we have mentors, because they give us that chance to look at something we probably wouldn't have seen traditionally. And where I see myself in 5 years, I'm still worried about tomorrow. Where I see myself in the next couple of years, outside of all business stuff, whatever I am on. So I'm very big on just making sure family is good, so that anything I'm doing with content, with businesses that I work with, is kind of pouring back into my personal life. So I'm able to free up my time, free up things like that, and then eventually I would like to get into teaching. Because it's nice designing and making things, but I would like to be more of in a coaching setting where I'm like teaching people, talking with them, helping you get to where you're trying to be instead of me always just doing it. Because just be honest, some people are DIYers. They like doing it themselves, but they don't know where.
I mean, y'all already know what I'm gonna say, but I don't want to give y'all a cookie cutter. Oh, just depend on God. That's not the cookie cutter. That's the baseline. But I don't want to just give you that. There have been many days recently where I'm literally just because not only am I doing content creation like a lot of us, I have my regular 9 to 5. I also do contract work. I also have my business. I'm getting my master's degree. I have a daughter. I have a husband that needs to be tended to. All of the things. I have a family. You know, I have community. So it can get overwhelming. And then that's when you say, God, did you really tell me to do this? Because this is hard. You know what I mean? Like, is it supposed to be this hard? Because it feels like if you graced me for this, it should be a bit easier. And I think there's a difference between it being hard and you being out of the will of God and out of the grace of God. And if you are really deep in your faith and you know you and God meet here, you'll know when you're out of the will. And then for me, I was like, well, I don't feel like I'm out of the will. I know it's what you told me to do. I'm seeing the fruit of it. Like, we didn't really get into like the making money portion of this whole thing, but from TikTok Shop, I made over $25,000 in the past 3 months. You know what I mean? $25,000. And I made those brands over $200,000 in GMV in the past 3 months. So when God said, post, and you'll see the fruit, and then you can use that to teach other people, I've seen the fruit. The fruit is not the money, the fruit is it happened the way he told me it was gonna happen, right? So I know that I'm still in your will, but why is this so hard? And leaning on God in that, seeing where you can take a break, leaning on community as well, and also giving yourself grace to say, okay, God, like, where do I need to shift and move this and do what I need to do? And when you're really leaning into God, He's not gonna let His daughters down. He's not gonna let you down. He's not gonna let you continue to feel like you're left alone in this. And continue to seek Him, seek His word, and He's gonna move the pieces around for you. Literally the next day, I'm not gonna go into it, but basically the next day something happened at my job where I was like, oh, so you're taking this away from me. You're not taking the content creation away from me or this away from me. This is what's gonna have to move because He's shifting me in a different position. But because I leaned on Him and I didn't say, okay, well, I'm gonna just quit this because it's hard. God didn't promise us easy. He never said it was gonna be easy, but He promised us, you stick with me, I'm gonna make sure you're good. So continue to, and also just be self-aware. Know when you're falling. Because a lot of us, especially Black women, will do things and we're just like, I just gotta keep trudging, I just gotta keep going, I just gotta keep going, my family needs me, my daughter needs me. I gotta look at Matt and say, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not good today. I can't cook dinner. Please take Izzy to grandma's house. Like, I need a break, I need some time with God, I just need silence. And you have to be real with yourself in saying that and lean on your community and perfectly that you have one that you can lean on. Also, realistically, some of us, we just need to talk to somebody. Shout out to Christine, she was in the back, I don't know if she's still here, but she's a therapist that we used to work with, and if you guys want her information, I can give her to you. She's an amazing, oh there she is, she's in the back. She's an amazing Christian therapist, she's also Haitian, so shout out to her. And realistically, some of us, we just need someone to talk to. Really lean into that and say, okay, my mental health, it's important, but who is the provider? Who's the one that's gonna make sure my mind is good? And leaning into that.
Nice. Okay, so I know you guys have so many questions. I know it was a great.
Okay, so for those of you guys who do not know me, I'm Gigi. I create. No, we're not doing that. From here on out, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Let's pop that. Let's pop that. We're not doing that. No more. Okay. So.
Fun, bro? I'm having a lot of fun. I get a lot. I'm so grateful you're here, though.
Oh, nah.
I'm grateful. Ariel killed it. Hey, Ariel killed it. His wife, they killed it. They killed it.
I am like 2 days in. Sometimes they will extend events that are happening.
What I love about
It was a fun moment.
Let's see the fit, let's see the fit. Yeah.
Associate broker. But yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram under JDT.
I said a crazy thing to my wife. I was like, "Babe, I'm gonna focus on this full time." And I know she was like, "Why are you doing that?" Okay. Thank God for her. She believed in me, but for the very first time, I was just pushing out content on TikTok and pushing out content on YouTube and pushing it out. And as I began to get better and better, that's when I started seeing the views and I started seeing the subscribers, and then people started to inquire, how are you doing this? And I didn't realize how free content led up to business deals and partnerships. So I always say that starting off, with nothing or doing it for free, you're not necessarily doing it for free. This is an investment that you're making for something that's going on in the future. I will talk about that a little bit more, but we're running out. What if it's your skill that you leverage that becomes a actual business? Because, for example, I don't consider myself a videographer, but I got the skills of videography, and I've learned how to monetize that and to turn into an actual business. So I think it starts with seeing what people want, right? Like understanding your audience and understanding what the need is and finding ways to meet that need concerning that person or that business that you are adding value to and to make an impact in this space. So shout out to you for making this investment within you and taking this time to spend time with us at the Content Fusion. Number 2, I want to shout out all the vendors and all the people who are.
I'm not gonna do it. You know, coming from a Christian background, I'm like, yeah.
All right. It's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. It's 4 o'clock, and we just left. They're like wrapping up, so we had to leave a little bit early because the next event starts at 5, Beauty and Unity, and we have to be over there. Like, I have to go home and change and then go. But it was really, really good. Full recap later. Y'all, we had stopped to get Izzy's medication that Matthew has to take over to her because she's at Matthew's mom's house, and she's really not feeling well. Matthew's mom told us she has like diarrhea and stuff. Why were we at the pharmacy for 30 minutes? So now, of course, I'm late. I'm just now leaving the house, and it's 5:12, and the event starts at 12. I mean, at 5. So the good thing is I'm gonna get there at 5:40, and I don't start speaking until 6. But I hate feeling rushed, and I was supposed to be there like earlier, but it is what it is. It's just one of those days. You know, how many days are you gonna have to speak at 2 events back to back? So, but this one is different because I'm the only, this is like, it's just me speaking about it. It's not, you know, it's not, what to call it? It's not like I'm on a panel or anything like that. But anyway, we are on the way. I have my Alani. I'm about to finish my breakfast sandwich from earlier. I barely eaten because when they were eating like right before we went on the panel, and I didn't really want to do that. But then, of course, after we were done with the panel, the food was cold, and this is like, you know, hopefully I get to eat at this thing, but it, again, won't be until after I speak. So yeah, fun times. I'm so blessed and so thankful that the Lord is using me in this way. It's just days like this where it's like, it's a lot going on. Even like we were leaving the house just now, and Matt's car, like his car died, I guess. Like, I guess his car wouldn't start, and he has a gig he has to go to. So it's just a lot happening, but we're gonna make it over there perfectly. It's gonna be great. And then the rest of the weekend, thankfully, we can take to basically rest and take the Greek final and go to Disney, and hopefully Izzy feels better. I hope she does, because Matthew's mom said she's miserable, but it's really because not because, but she hasn't gotten her medicine yet, so she doesn't have anything in her to be starting to combat those infections, because the medicine wasn't ready until like 11 o'clock today, and then nobody could really go and get it until we were done. So it's just a whole thing. But anyway, we are on the way. Well, I should say I'm on the way. Matthew is dropping off the medication that he's going to be at the gig, so I'll see y'all over there. Side note, Kiara killed my makeup, guys. Like, my face, like, I was taking pictures and it looked like my face is like face tuned. She killed the makeup. Seriously. We made it, guys. Not sure if the airdrop is on. I can't show up, you know what I mean? I have too many other things going on. So we really have to lean into being consistent when it comes to our social media, because at the end of the day, the person that shows up wins. Your clients are the ones that are scrolling their feed looking for somebody to do their hair, and somebody else, some other hairstylist, some other beauty professional is showing up and posting their stuff, and if you don't show up, you're losing a client. That's how you have to think about it when it comes to social media. And finding your apartment, whatever your signature series is. This isn't exactly a signature series, but it could be something cool if you want to do something cool on your card, on your page. Things I wish I knew sooner as a salon owner. Part 3, the time that I forgot to pay my rent and I got evicted. Telling a story. So what you can do, and this can be good for you too, you can do this by setting up the camera and telling a story, or I know a lot of us have a lot of videos where we're just doing work. Say, for example, you're a hairstylist and you have a video showing the beginning, like we spoke about before, the beginning of somebody's hair, you doing the work, and then the end result. What could be cool, you have a video like that, and the voiceover is you telling a story. So that way, if you're still a little bit shy, don't want to show your face, but still want to start showing your personality to the people that are following you, that's a really good way to do it by adding a voiceover to a video that you would have posted anyway with music. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a creative. Because I want, first when you see it, you see different colors, different themes. I do like the aesthetic of it. I follow her simple, clean aesthetic.
That's not
but I'm going for the, you see this picture?
Yeah.
This row is, I'm going for the creativity. I'm going for the, I do different stuff stuff like that. So
Well, I would say that this is dope right off the bat, like having that at the top. And I thank you for clarifying, like that's why we put that at the top. And I think that does make sense because the top 6 rows are what's going to see you. So it's someone that so is it the layout in that particular way? That'll be one way to kind of bring it together so you have the same type of font. All right, you guys. Well, I was gonna give you a little recap, whatever, but there's only 1% left on my DGI. But just got done. Well, not just got done, but just got done with Beauty and Unity. We're all meeting at TGI to do a little, you know how it is. Gotta do a little recap, a little decompress. I'm super tired, but I honestly feel so fulfilled. I feel so poured out in the best way. Like, honestly, this is what I want to do with my life. I want to teach people. I want to communicate. I want to educate people. Like, I just love this. This is amazing to me. And I just feel empty in the best way because I know I've poured out. For Beauty and Unity, I did the whole presentation, but I also sat with every single woman in the room, looked at their social media, heard their concerns, gave them suggestions, gave them advice. Like, I absolutely loved it. It was so, so, so good. Tomorrow, we are going to be going to church and then getting ready to go on the staff retreat with Cool, which is going to be another vlog. So I'm going to close the vlog out here. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you for all your support, for all your kind words. I know you've left. YouTube is my smallest community right now, but I know it won't be for long. And I just love you guys that are here, that have made it to the end. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.